Hi, sisters. Good morning, everyone. Today I have the new James Charles palette with me. I'm going to use this new palette to create a look for you guys. I haven't tested it out or anything. I'm gonna do like all of that on camera, so it's not like fake or whatever. I did try a few colors just to see if they would work together because they just like look. The hues look kind of different, and I just wanted to make sure. I want to compare James Charles palette with the 35B, just like color-wise. I'm not really going to say much, I'm just going to show them to you so you know if you already have the 35B, if it really is something that you would want to get. So this is the Morphe 35B. And obviously you can see it has like all of the rainbow colors. It doesn't have that bright red that James Charles created in his and was like so excited for. But a lot of the colors are kind of similar. Obviously there are a lot in this that aren't in this, and there are a few in this that aren't in this, so. And they're not exactly the same. They're just similar because obviously James created all of these colors himself. So here's his palette, which this one has 39 and this one has 35, So you can compare and see that they are quite similar but also very different at the same time. So I'm just going to put this off to the side because I want to do this, all of the eye look with this, and I'm also going to do the blush and highlighter with this as well because James said that a few of the colors would be really good for that, so I want to see how it works out. And as he suggested, before we get started with any of the eyeshadow, I am going to prime my eyelids. Onto the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go for a blue cut crease with the lid also blue, but like different. I have an image in my head, which is what is most important. Because I can always change the image, but I can also go off of it, so I can, I can like work with it, Words. Anyways, we're just gonna try this. I haven't done a cut crease in like a year, but it's what I feel like I want to do, so. I am going to start with an angled brush, just because I like to like lay out where the crease is gonna be and then blend from that. I'm going to use the shape Playground to create the crease that I want to have be the defining moment. The reason that I put this line here is because I'm only gonna do like a half cut crease kind of thing, but it's still, it's confusing. So I'm gonna do like darker blues blended on the top and lighter blues with the shimmer blended on the bottom. If that clarifies it for you, that's what's happening. So that's why I have like the line that goes down, because I'm gonna put colors there, which you should anyways, but I don't know. Now I'm gonna use my Morphe my Morphe 562 brush and continue with Playground just to try to blend it out a little bit. Also, if you're wondering why it's taking forever, it's because I'm being very light, because this could get very big very quickly and I don't want that. just blended out the crease a little bit. I'll probably do some more later, but because I only have one of this brush and I want to use this brush for the darker blue as well, I'm going to pause right here and do the same thing for the other eye, and then we'll move on. Now that both of my eyes look similarly crazy, I'm going to move on to a darker color. And like I said, I don't really have a plan for this. I have a loose one in mind, but if you're like, what the heck is happening on your face? I don't know, but it's going somewhere. So I'm gonna go back to the small angled brush. This literally has no name on it. I am sorry. And I'm going to go in with Cola. See, this is what makes me slightly nervous because they're very different hues. This one is a lot colder, which is weird because they're both blue, so they're cold. This one is like more hushed down, more purpley, more similar to Brother. And I wanted to like use those two together, but it's not really like a popping look and a pop of color. So that's why I'm not doing that. And I'm just gonna redefine the crease and blend it out less than I blend out this one. And using the same M562 brush to blend it out. This is where it would be really nice to have his brush collection, which I just couldn't force myself to buy. It's not a bad price, it's just I just like don't feel the need. I have like enough brushes, I don't need all of them. But I think it would be really good for someone who doesn't have like all of their face brushes and stuff already. I don't really use face brushes that much, but pretty nicely blended. Also, for people who care about this, I have had zero fallout, which is amazing. I love that. Because the worst thing, I mean, it's not the worst thing. It sucks when you do your base first, but I don't do my base first, so it's not the worst thing. But the suckiest thing about doing eyeshadow this bright is when it has fallout, you get like colorful freckles. Which is like fun, but not productive, because then you have to like wipe it off. But I literally have like zero fallout. It's not even like, usually when I do eyeshadow, it creates like a cloud like right here, and it's not even doing that, so love that. And the colors work beautifully, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm going, oh see, some fallout just brushed off. And I don't even have like a little cloud, you know, take a Q-tip. Boom, gone. Okay. I'm just taking Playground again and brightening it up a little bit. Now that both of them pretty much look the same, I'm gonna clean up the front half of the crease just because I want like a slightly crisper line. I know it's gonna get lost more later, which is more why I need to do it now. So I'm gonna use my Morphe 107-4 and with the tiniest bit of Shape Tape, because literally like it goes so far. from here over because that's where I want to put the shimmer part, so the rest of it's going to be blended out with Playground. Even though I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this right back up, I want to use the tiniest bit of canvas to set it, just a little bit. So I guess now we're gonna move on to the lid. This is an e.l.f. concealer brush. I like this one because it's pretty thin. So I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to spray the brush, and then I'm going to use the use Hello. I could try it without spraying it first, but it's gonna, even if it looks nice without the spray, it's gonna look better with the spray. Well, it takes a minute to get us there, but it gets us there, and I like it. Now I'm just going to put the shimmering a little bit past the line where I said I was going to, because I want to be able to have room to blend it. It looks so good. Oh, I love that. Because my eyelid looks kind of weird. I'm gonna zoom in just to see if you can see it. But, well, now that that's there, I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush. And it's a really good, it's one of my favorite blending brushes. It's like kind of a mix between the M562 and the M443. The end of the brush just fell into a Benny. It made a dent. It's so sad. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna go back with Playground and sticking to the bottom half of the lid. I'm gonna blend it. But I'm also kind of like not afraid to blend in the outer portion of the crease. Something weird happened on this eye, so I'm trying to figure it out. Wow, I love it. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm really excited. I haven't really like played with makeup in a while and liked it, so I'm happy with this eye. This one is like always a mystery. This one looks nice. Anyways, I'm going to pause filming for a second. I'm going to do my eyebrows and my base. I'm not going to do the blush or the highlight because I said I want to use stuff from this palette, so I'm just going to like foundation, contour, concealer, that kind of stuff. And then when I come back, we'll do the highlight, blush, and the lower lid, because those are what I'm going to use this palette for. So, I'm back. I know my contour is a little whack, and I'm sorry. I haven't mastered it yet. Also, I massively apologize for this freaking chair. Oh, shut up. Anyways, we're going to do some blush now, and I'm going to use Literally, because that's what James Charles said to use, and he did it in his most recent video, and so I'm gonna try it. And I know this brush looks like huge and it's kind of making a mess, but it's what I like to use for blush, so I'm sorry. Ooh, that is so pretty. Frickin' chair. Wow. I like that. Can you even see it? Frickin' lighting. I mean, I kind of don't like the pink with the blue eyeshadow, but it's really not that bad from like far away, so we're not gonna complain too much. Now, highlighter. Okay, shut up. This frickin' chair. Actually, before we do highlighter, we'll do the lower lid. So I'm just gonna go back to the original M562 brush and Playground and just pull it down. Very intensely. Okay, so my camera died, but while that was charging up a little bit, I put on my false eyelashes, and now I'm just going to do the highlighter, and then we're going to be done, because I don't feel like I need lipstick, and I'm not really going to go anywhere with this on, so for highlighter, we're going to use the Morphe 501, or M501, sorry, and I'm just going to spray my face one more time. Honestly, love the smell of that, not gonna lie. And I'm going to dip into Ring Light. I don't know how well it's going to smell, but it's wow, that looks really good. Whoa. It's like so subtle. Usually I don't go for a subtle glow, but like up close it's not bad, and then far away, whoa. Wow. I have a mirror behind the camera, so that's what I'm looking at, and wow, I love it. I love it. Final verdict. This palette, definitely not a flop, totally worth it. Honestly, not even that expensive. You get 39 shades, and when you use code James, you get it for like $35. Loving it, absolutely loving it. So for those of you who just want a review, I used this one the most. This is the one that I cut my crease with originally and then did a lot of the blending with. And then I blended it darker with this shade here. So this one is Playground and this one is Soda. And then I used Hello for the lid. And I used Literally for blush and Ring Light for highlighter. So definitely can create a cohesive look with this, definitely can create multiple cohesive looks, and definitely if you want to do a rainbow look, this is the palette to go for. So I'm definitely going to be using it more in the future, and apparently definitely is the word of the day. So I hope you guys really like this video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can definitely subscribe down below, or you can comment what other colors from this awesome palette you want to see me use. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!